Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in case you're new here, my name is Skinny and I am a travel content creator, and in today's video I am having Miss Cassie with me and she's gonna introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Cassie. I also do travel content, and if you've watched Kini, you've seen me on her channel a lot, so make sure you go subscribe to my channel as well. I'll leave the link on the description.
Okay, so in today's video we are continuing with the comparison between Dar es Salaam and Nairobi, Kenya. First of all, you guys, I am overwhelmed by the love.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so overwhelming. I love the comments. Like, you guys are so engaging. Some of you are typing essays.
Yeah,
like a composition.
long conversations about the comparisons.
Yeah, and giving their comparisons. I'm so impressed by the way you guys are doing good. You're very informed. So in today's video, we want to do the comparison from what we've seen in Nairobi and what you've seen from the videos, guys, and between Dar es Salaam and Kisumu. First of all,
Dar es Salaam and Nairobi.
Guys, our next trip is to Kisumu, and that's why I'm confused. Anyways, I'm sorry. It's between Nairobi and Dar es Salaam, because these are the two major cities in East Africa, yeah? So I want to start by saying, you guys who are saying, let us compare Dar es Salaam to Mombasa, no. That can't happen because Dar es Salaam is a big city. Remember, it was Tanzania's capital before Dodoma, okay? So we cannot compare Mombasa to Dar. Mombasa has never been a capital. The buildings in Mombasa and Dar, totally different. You can't compare. Besides, Mombasa is just a small island and Dar is a big city. So Mombasa and Dar, no. Thank you. We are not doing that.
We've been there. We've been to both cities, so we are telling you valid reasons. What we know.
And I'm actually trying to check some of your comments, so that you guys don't say that I'm making up things. So someone was also saying that we should compare with Malawi.
Malawi.
Remember, Malawi is not East Africa. We are focusing on these two cities, Nairobi and Dar, because they are the two major East African cities, okay? We have to get that. So anyways,
and we can't compare cities that we've not been there.
We cannot compare.
We've never
cities.
Been to Malawi.
Exactly. We've never been to Malawi, so we don't know what to say about Malawi. But anyways, what we have seen so far in Nairobi, we haven't seen BRT in Nairobi, but yesterday my Google popped up like these people are planning to bring BRT in Nairobi. Oh, that is awesome, right? On time.
It will be nice.
Tanzanians,
BRT is also coming to Kenya, so Nairobi is putting it into place, and soon, in a few years, BRT will be in Kenya, Nairobi as well.
Yes. So for BRT, those who don't know, is bus rapid transit, and for a BRT to be a BRT, the buses have to have a specific lane. The buses have to be cheap, affordable for everyone. Very convenient for people. There is no traffic for BRT. You're getting where you're going on time, so that's BRT. We don't have that in Kenya. But what we saw in CBD, we have electric buses.
Yes.
They are
when
amazing.
I left Nairobi like few years ago, there were no electric buses.
There were no electric.
Not even one.
Yes. So despite not having BRT, we still have a matatu culture. We still have electric buses.
The matatu culture in Nairobi is insane. It's insane.
You saw the bus with Wi-Fi screens, that was amazing.
It has speakers, the graffiti. It's a lot.
Actually, the electric buses in Kenya, in Nairobi, people they're not overcrowded. You are not supposed to overload. Like, just get in, sit very demure, politely. The bus is leaving, just read where you are lighting. But the BRT in
it's a commotion getting inside.
Like having
everyone wants to secure a seat.
As much as it is cheap, no traffic, there is some kind of inconvenience. Someone could get hurt like easily. We're not saying that it is not a good means of transport. It's a good one, but the inconvenience, the push, the rush is just so much. But I have seen that will add 200 like Tanzania,
200 more BRTs,
200 more buses, which is good. And don't forget that the buses in Dar are not electric, they are diesel buses.
They're diesel. They're not electric.
They're not electric.
Okay. So when they add 200 more buses, I think that will help with the commotion in a way. So maybe people will sit there organized, and everyone might secure a seat.
So, and I don't want to feel like we are giving Nairobi like too much hype or Dar too much hype. We want to just give the differences, the comparison, and you guys are the ones who will decide. So because if we say Nairobi, you guys will be like, no, you're blah blah blah.
Yeah,
if we
we're
say
not
Nairobi,
saying one is more developed than the other. We just thought Nairobi was more developed. That's why we are saying we know Tanzania has BRTs, but Nairobi also has electric buses. So it's a fair game.
It's a fair game. So you guys can decide. We won't be the judges in this case, because let me tell you, some people are even abusing me.
Yeah, on the
literally
comments, yes.
Calling
people
me
are getting
girl.
so mad. You're like, this is just content.
Literally, you stupid girls. Oh, you guys have emotions. You guys are mad. But anyway, I'll just leave you to judge. So about the means of transport, we talked about the BRT and the electric buses in Kenya.
And the Matwana culture, which I know Tanzania has BRTs, but Kenya before BRTs, we also have electric buses and Matwana culture, which makes both cities almost
equal, right? Yeah. Also, the expressway, the means of transport, like expressway has made things so easy. If you want to use the expressway, you have to pay. Do matatus pass through the expressway?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so, because if you use the expressway as a matatu driver, you have to keep on paying. You have to have the tokens, which is like you're doing what? Your profit is what you're earning is less, because you have to pay for them. I think it's just people who have like private cars and they're in a hurry, they buy the tokens, so
they're running to the airport.
So I think you guys saw the expressway from the KICC. That was
your previous video.
Let me tell you, the view is fabulous. Like you're seeing Nairobi from the aerial view of Nairobi, like 360. You can spot that is Westland.
All the tall buildings in town.
If you happen to come to Nairobi, make sure you go to KICC rooftop. It's just 200 Kenyan shillings. That is like less than $2
for residents.
I don't know about the foreigners, but you need to have an identification, maybe your ID or your passport for you to access.
If you're not Kenyan, you can come with your passport,
and the money has to be from M-Pesa.
They don't take cash.
They don't take cash money. That's a good one. I don't know who takes the money. Like, where does the money go? I think the government. KCC is,
I think it's the government, because there was some transaction to e-citizen.
The 50 shillings.
The 50 shillings for e-citizen.
That's true.
Maybe it's a government thing.
So with the means of transport, I think we are trying to balance. You guys can judge from that. Also, something else I noticed is that there are a lot of campuses in Nairobi CBD.
Yes.
Like I saw the Technical University of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta. Jomo Kenyatta is JKUAT. They must have a branch in town.
They must. I didn't see one though,
but I think there is. Tell us, Nairobi.
The main one is in Juja, so I don't know if they have a branch in town. I
think they do have. Even in Mombasa, they do have a JKUAT.
In town?
In town. Okay. So I'm pretty sure probably in town in Nairobi they do have. Also, we saw Kenyatta what?
Technical University of Kenya. That is. We saw like St. Paul's University, Zetek University. There are a lot of universities there.
There are a lot of them. So I don't know how many are in Dar es Salaam, but from what I saw, I just saw one. The University of Dar es Salaam, or
there was one there?
There was one. There was one. So tell us, are there more campuses in Dar? Please let us know. So guys, if you don't know Nairobi, because we have international audience, some people don't even know about Kenya. I'm surprised that there's some people in some countries, they don't know Kenya is a country, literally. So if you're wondering, Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya, and Kenya is a country in Africa. Okay. So someone in the comments said
Tanzania as well.
Tanzania is also a country in Africa. So we are comparing the one city in Kenya and one in Tanzania. What happens that Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya, but Dar es Salaam was initially the capital city of Tanzania, but they changed it to Dodoma. And happens that some offices are still in Dar.
So now it's just a commercial city, but it's not the capital anymore.
That's true. So someone in the comments said that Nairobi is a big market. Like, why does Nairobi look like a big market? Because it's overcrowded.
It's crowded. When you're walking in the streets and you're not used to like crowded places, you can even go mad. Nairobi is crowded. Nairobi is crowded. Like, people are everywhere. Everyone is everywhere.
And they will even harass you to give them money. Like, it happened to me. But anyways.
And comparing that to Dar es Salaam is very chilled.
Oh, chilled.
They're not like so many people on the streets. You can walk without like...
It feels like vacation. If you go to Dar, you feel like you are on vacation. Like you're just taking it slow with life. But when you come to Nairobi,
you have to be fast.
You have to be fast. Even if you're not fast,
quick.
You have to be quick.
Yeah.
You have to do things.
People will be knocking on you if you're not like quick.
Yeah, you have
to be quick.
And I also feel like the fact that the guy said Nairobi looks like a big market because of the population.
On the comment section,
I feel it's also because Nairobi is not a big city in terms of size, and it has a big population. So people tend to be like squeezed
in one place that is the main city.
Exactly. But if you compare that to Dar es Salaam is a big city. Even if you check Tanzania map, it's such a big country. So Dar has is larger in size
with less people in the streets.
But
what is crazy? What is crazy is like Dar es Salaam has like more people.
Higher population
compared to Nairobi.
Exactly.
The streets.
Yes. So for me, I would say I feel like the fact that Dar es Salaam is huge, people are not concentrated on one area.
On just the city. They're investing everywhere. Okay, people are investing everywhere in Nairobi as well, but the city is crowded.
Yeah, the city is very crowded. So that's a difference. The fact that Dar is huge makes the people just get sparsely populated, and Nairobi people are focusing on they're trying to maximize the available space. So you can't say Nairobi is a market. It's just the space that we have. Anyway, and Nairobi is just a busy city. That was I would say. If you want to go for vacation, consider Dar es Salaam. Like it's a beautiful city.
It depends. Some people like the fast pace. So if you're like a person that likes the fast pace in life, you just come to Nairobi.
For vacation.
But if you want to just chill, be laid back, there's no pressure, go to Dar es Salaam.
I'm not the kind of person who wants a fast life, especially if I want to relax. I would rather go to the village.
Okay.
Anyway, so...
Me, I prefer Nairobi though. I want the fast
You want the fast life? No. You see what was happening to me when we were in town the other day? I was like, no.
This is not for
me.
The
matatus. Like, guys, in Nairobi, you have to queue
for a
to access a matatu, like to get
especially
into a matatu
during the rush hours. If you go like right now during the day at noon, you'll just go inside the matatu and go home. God. But around 5, 7, and people are coming from work, literally. It's like a long line, not even a small one. And people, when the matatu comes, people are running to get inside, so you have to be quick.
I feel like the BRT in Nairobi will have saved lives, because if you check what is happening in Nairobi right now with the means of transport, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like people are even queuing to get into a bus to go home. Like it feels like high school vibe.
It has been happening for years. The queuing, yes.
Oh my god, I am so impatient. By the way, I don't think I would just.
You'll just take a cab. She just says like, I don't want to queue here. Let us just take a cab home. I'm like,
stop it.
Okay.
It's just because I'm here for
okay
a while.
with the line.
Because the line is like from. You know what I'm talking about? Like you have to wait. It's already like 7. You're tired.
She's a soft baby. She's a soft baby. That's why. Guys, I'm like, I'm used to being.
I am at the age where if I have to pay for convenience, I'm gonna do it, because all this kind of rush, all this hustling up and down is just like draining my energy.
Just to save like 100 more.
100 more. But I also feel like sometimes if you take cabs too much, it can be very expensive. So the BRT is gonna do a great job, because the prices will be low, convenient, fast. I think that will be much needed here in Nairobi, right?
But now that the BRTs always have like their own lane, will it be like okay in the streets? Will they make a lane for the BRT, or the traffic will be like more because they'll be adding more buses?
Good question, because for BRT to be BRT, it has to have a specific lane. It has to be convenient. It has to save time for the people. So they will need to do that. They'll need to make a lane for the BRT. Because nowhere BRT should be like in traffic stuck. Like, so what are you doing? You're not making it
unless if there's no lane, the other buses will not be coming to town, and they're just BRTs like rotating around town.
Within town, could be maybe they're not going to other places. Because now consider making lanes from town to Karen to Lavington to that's a lot. It's a lot. Maybe just within town, anyways. Do you think like there's something we've left out? What else have we seen in Nairobi that
I think if you compare Nairobi and Dar es Salaam is cheaper.
Oh yeah,
life is a bit cheaper there. The food stuffs, from the basic things like just meals, accommodation, it's cheaper in Dar es Salaam.
Like the apartment we were in, marvelous, but the amount,
cozy, it was a Kenya, beach restaurant.
For that you would have to pay like times 2, times 3. I feel like there are more even foreigners in Dar because life is cheaper there. Life is much cheaper. But in Kenya, we are paying taxes, guys. Like if you have to, I don't know if it happens in other countries, but I know for a fact in Kenya, if you import something from another country, you have to pay, sometimes you have to pay even up to 50% of the initial price.
Wow,
the tax.
That's a lot.
Or maybe like they tell you 16% VAT, 8% import. Like you end up even sometimes paying almost the price of your product. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Tell us, Tanzania, if you import something to your country, what is the tax? What percentage do you have to pay for that thing? Because I feel like Kenya is getting crazy with taxes. Like everything is being taxed. Yeah. Oh my god.
Almost everything.
I remember even there's a time they had said that they'll be taxing YouTubers.
Yeah.
It was like, crazy.
They wanted to tax YouTubers as well, like the Kenyan government, and like content creators became wild about it, and like it stopped in a way. I don't know if that will come up again in the future, but they wanted to tax
I pray it does
creators.
not, because first of all, the US government is already taxing YouTubers before you get your money. It's taxed. Now imagine now getting your money and then it's again the government taxes. Like you're left with almost maybe half or 30%, which is so unfair, because creating content, it's my camera, it's my gadget. Like I am not relying on the government for anything. So I think that's all. Do you think there's any point we've left out?
I think we've discussed at least the main ones that were steaming up the conversations in the comment sections.
So a question for you guys. I've seen some of you comparing the airport in Nairobi, like the JKIA and the JNIA in Dar es Salaam. So you guys, I haven't understood the comparison. Maybe you can elaborate on the comment. Now that's for you guys. No, that is for you guys. So you can tell us, what do you think about the both airports, the JKA and the one in Dar?
If you've been to both.
If you've been to both.
Some people are talking here and they've only been like to one of the places.
So we prefer you living. Someone is commenting and they don't know anything about Nairobi.
And they're like giving a whole story. You're like a whole paragraph. You're like, have you ever been to one of those?
And they're the same people who are becoming emotional. Like, you know. Make sure you have been to at least one, if not both, so that you can give a clear picture of what
we are saying.
Exactly. So let us know, because personally I have not been to the airport in Dar, so
JNIA.
You as well. So we cannot really compare from what you've not seen. We cannot rely on the internet, because seeing is believing. So we leave that for you guys. If you've been to Dar, the airport, and JKIA, please leave a comment on what do you think about the both airports. So I don't think there is much more we can add. I think we are good at that point. Anything else is coming from you guys, of course you're gonna address. I'm gonna reply to your comments. Right now, honestly, it's overwhelming. There are very many comments, and we are still on traveling. Right now we have another trip. So the moment I settle, I'm gonna reply to your comments. So I'm so grateful for the love, for the comments. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment on what you think, because this is for all of us. Okay. So I think that's it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and we are uploading more vlogs, guys. We are traveling like back to back. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on any video, and I will see you on the next video.
Bye.